Years back, Steve Young and I both starred in the NFL, and Wilbon covered us.
Oh, wow.
But now we all
Tough
work
time.
together. We welcome ESPN NFL analyst, Hall of Fame quarterback Steve Young back to the program. Let us start with this. The Patriots have banned Tom Brady's trainer/guru. I think this is an enormous deal, and Wilbon doesn't.
I'm laughing at it.
Where do you come down on this?
I can't believe that they actually had to, have your own guy that's in the team plane going with you and all the team functions. I don't even know how they allowed it to get to this place. But, yeah, I mean, you can't be a big deal. I mean, you don't need him next to you. I mean, you're 40 years old. He knows everything he's doing. He's an expert at all the things that this guy gave him, 15 years ago anyway. So I think the only way it's a big deal if there's some kind of rift between Belichick and Brady, because this
is
guy
my whole
and this
point.
Is in between.
That is my whole point. You are saying to your Hall of Fame quarterback, I'm bigger than you, and so you can't have this thing that you've had for X amount of years. And if that ruptures, that's
a big
terrible.
If that's what's happening, it's a big deal. But if it's legal, coming to him and saying, hey, look, this guy's being sued, and we don't want to get in the middle of it, you got to get rid of him, Tom, and it's collaborative, then that's no big deal. So right. You know what? You're both right. You just don't know the context, because truly, if it's that, because sooner or later it gets to that, right? I'm the reason why. No, I'm the reason why. And then if they've been able to manage that tremendously. If that starts to devolve, that's a problem.
All right, so follow up on it just for a second. Is this trending? Personal gurus? Have you seen junk like this? I mean, if you played today, would you have somebody who you value ahead of most of the team coaches? It seems insane to me.
Not in a way that it was like a big role. I mean, if somebody was in charge of my footwork, because to me, footwork is quarterbacking. So if someone says, hey, look, I'm going to watch your feed and I'll keep you posted, Mike Shanahan used to do that for me. Just watch the film, watch the bottom half of the film, just show me your feet, tell me what you think. And inevitably, if you say at the end of the film, you're like, my feet were pretty good. He said, yeah, you played well. I mean, it was really one-to-one. So that, small little, someone wants to help my motion a little bit that says on the edges, maybe. But if someone's coming in to kind of revamp me and tell me that all these big issues that I need to change and do stuff, it's like, look, I got here. I know how to get that. You want to help me on the edges, fine. But no one is going to come in and fundamentally be a big part of my, the guru
and
of what I'm trying to accomplish.
Avocado smoothies. Nobody was feeding you that thing.
Well, that's fine. Look, it's all good. Hey, my wife, that's all I eat is avocado smoothies. So, what am I kidding? I already have my guru. I'm good to go.
Steve,
am I kidding?
you told Mike Golick and Trey Wingo on radio that the Jaguars could topple Tom Brady and the Patriots. What are you seeing from Jacksonville that puts you in that frame of mind that you like so much?
Well, remember the last season with Peyton Manning when his arm was hurt, and that defense just rolled through. Seattle did it 5-6 years ago. They just rolled through. And they had enough of an offense, a running game, and a quarterback that didn't screw it up and actually helped a little bit. And that defense starts to feel this way. Now, I guess watch the next couple of weeks, but this Jacksonville Jaguar defense starts to make me feel like there's one of these big defenses, the Ravens. I don't want to say they're all the way there, but it feels that way. So to me, going to New England and shutting down the Patriot offense and having them under 14 and somehow Blake Bortles and Leonard Fournette figure out how to put up 21, I could see that. That's not far-fetched in my mind.
Jimmy Garoppolo has won his first 3 starts for the Niners and thrown for more than 1,000 yards. Have you seen enough already, Steve, to simply tell the Niners, bring the blank check, let's go?
Well, I think they were going to generally do that anyway. I mean, he was an established player that had been through a great system, that's seen how it's supposed to be done. That's half the battle. I always watching Joe was so important to me because I knew what the standard was. I knew you can't all this mitigating factors in the quarterback, the thousand of things you could blame as a reason not to be great. It's like, no, here's what you got to do. And Jimmy knows that. I think it's really effective, and you can see that he's already helped the team stabilize the team. They have someone to look up to. They look at him as a veteran, even though he's only played 6 games. He's like, oh, this guy's been around a long time. That's the kind of image that you want. So, yeah, you have to sign him, and now spend all your draft picks and money, $100 million. Go find all the receivers and defensive line, all the people you need to go make this team and make the transition from worst to first super fast.
I would get you out of here on this. It's a personal question. You're a Hall of Fame quarterback. That's your position. That game last week between Pittsburgh and New England was the best game of the year, and it ended in the most dramatic way possible. When you watched what Roethlisberger did on that last play, you thought what?
I thought I'm going to hold him accountable to veteran quarterbacks and played a long time. I don't care who's in your ear. I don't care what to say on the sideline or what play they call. In the end, when you're in that situation, you are the master of your domain. You make the decisions. You might take the call from the sidelines and do it. You might not. But whatever you end up doing is yours. And that's what he did. He ended up doing exactly what he wanted to do. And it ended up being a really poor choice. I mean, if you're going to fake spike against the New England Patriots, the best coached team in the league, and you've already done it once this year, probably not a great decision, whoever it came from, but you're the one that has to do it. You can say you're a veteran. You say, look, I'm not doing that. But you decide to do it, and now you fake it, and you look up, and it doesn't work, and you're going to keep pump, and now you're going to bring in 22 guys into play. He knows that was the second half is like, oh my gosh, that was the worst thing that could ever happen. And so you put it on his head. The quarterback, a veteran quarterback, that's what they're supposed to be able to do, and when it doesn't get done, it was a complete screw-up. Okay, doesn't mean that you're a bad quarterback, doesn't mean you can't go win a Super Bowl. I mean, in that situation, that was bad.
It's great to have him on, isn't it?
That is the last word right there. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right, boys. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Merry
Everybody
Christmas.
have a great vacation. All right, see ya.